every now and then I like to check to see what's going on with the dating scene to see whether it has improved or if it has self-imploded. And it, I have a bit of good news, man. There's good news here too. Look at that. I'm not the only one that thinks that this is good news. Okay, so what's going on? Well, singles are using PowerPoint presentations to search for love, according to this video. So let's take a look to see what's going on, and we'll talk about it.
At this crowded bar in New York City,
Hello. How are you guys doing tonight?
the game of love looks a little different.
Clap if you're single.
On this night, it's not about the chase. Instead, you need to make your case.
And I can think of no one who is a better best friend than Nick. Thank you so much.
The goal for wingmen and women to help their friends land a first date.
At 9 p.m.,
That's good. That's a good step, right? I like this idea because, for a person who probably doesn't like confrontation, they can just send their own friend to go up, construct this PowerPoint, right? And then bring it over to this location. I don't know where this is at, but you bring it to this location. They present it to an audience of single women, which we're going to get into because I think this is important. But you present it to an audience of women and you have a chance to land a shot.
is a bar seat for two.
It's called Pitch and Pair NYC, where presenters try to convince total strangers to take a chance on their single friends.
She puts the hot in mental health nonprofit.
She puts the hot in mental health nonprofit. That's not even clever. Whatever, man. I mean, it's cringe, but whatever.
It's not exactly romantic, using PowerPoint to create real-life dating profiles, but there is a catch. You've only got 5 minutes.
Why would you not be interested?
Founder Joe Teblum got the idea so he could put himself out there.
I wanted to create something that was a little more friendly to people that were shy and more introverted, and something that was more fun and creative.
In the hot seat, the pressure's on.
I cannot tell you the number of times he sent me pictures of him in a shirt and being like, which shirt? And it's 2 floral shirts. Come on.
That's actually a good idea to have a woman friend present this presentation for you. I think that'll give you a lot of credibility,
Come on. I have a job.
Her phone dies constantly.
He works in finance. He is not 6'5". He does not have a trust fund. I'm sorry, ladies.
That's me dancing with her, and that's proof that she has rhythm.
A little cringe, but okay. This is interesting.
Behind every pitch, a desire to connect the old-fashioned way.
Dating apps aren't working, so why not?
I think people are just kind of getting fatigued with dating apps.
You're Nick, right?
A little laughter.
You seem like such a nice guy. Can you record this for me?
And also, she does want someone taller than her. She's 5'6". It's not that hard.
And yes, a little love, including, of course, the platonic kind, building friendships along with the fun.
If authenticity and passion weren't enough for you, let me list out the superficial reasons why you should date Ani.
I think the way we all want to meet someone is through a friend of a friend, and this is kind of that.
Oh, wait, clap for love and friendship.
We thank you for watching, and remember.
Okay, so that's an interesting video, right? But I just have one little problem with this video, okay? The problem that I have with this entire situation, or this presentation style of looking for love, is that the majority are women. Woman. And I'm sure that behind these two, there's a couple of women. If you take a look at this scene, woman, man, woman. There's so many women here. The men are not showing up. And then this scene just took the cake, okay? Because look at this. This is a man right here, obviously, because he's wearing the hat backwards. But all women here. All of them. But presentations aren't the only way that men and women are searching for love. There's other ways as well, Like, for instance, this video. More people are turning off dating apps, trying to find love in real life. All right, let's take a look to see what's going on here.
What's unusual these days is how they met, in person.
When we tell people that we met at a singles event, they're like, no way, they still have those? I'm like, oh yeah, you should go.
Bumble, a once popular app, has lost 90% of its value since going public 4 years ago.
Jeez, that's a lot. And I'm glad, because these dating apps suck ass, man. Now, I don't know if they have been innovating behind the scenes to make it a much more enjoyable experience, which no, I don't think so, because everybody hates dating apps. But yeah, I'm kind of happy about this. Not gonna lie to you guys.
While in-person events are increasingly popular, with attendance rising by 42% from 2022 to 2023.
I knew within the first month that I was going to marry her.
And you can't create chemistry in that sense. That happens face to face.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. It's just part of the human nature. You get filled with a passion. You get filled with excitement and energy because you feel that chemistry.
With no swiping or filters, turns out there's plenty of room for real engagement and even a ring.
I don't know why, but I hope that this couple I hope that their relationship prospers. I don't know why, but I love this for them. You know, it's great. Yeah, when it comes to dating events, I think that the best way to understand why men don't attend, it's mainly because of social pressures, right? Because of self-perception as well. They don't view themselves as someone that can help carry, or not carry, but engage in part of a relationship. Obviously, because when they see themselves or they view themselves, they look at themselves very poorly. They think that they're a burden. But this burden isn't shared amongst women. It doesn't matter in what era of their life they're in, whether they're a low income earner or a high income earner. If they attend these single events, they're most likely going to walk away with some prospects. Whereas a man, he has to by default bring that financial characteristic. If he's not making money, then he's probably not going to walk out of that singles event with a date. And what's worse, if he ends up finding a woman that doesn't care about the income, now he has to contend with her parents. If her parents don't approve of this loser boyfriend, then that's an obstacle that's going to hamper the relationship. But why even tell you guys when I can show you guys what these men with daughters think about their daughters dating men with no money? Okay, so here we have Michael Franzese. I'm sure that you guys have heard of Michael Franzese, right? You know, the guy who was interviewed by Patrick Bet-David. His video went viral. And of course, he's a former mob captain of, I believe, the Colombo crime family. Okay, so he had a moment where he was sitting down with his 3 daughters, right? Now, this daughter is about to mention that she can't have a man who has who's just depending on her income. And you're going to see how Michael Franzese reacts to that.
Kid, but I would like to have that kind of security where it's like, you know, I love to work and I enjoy it, but we're not living solely on my income. That I definitely don't.
No, that I would be totally against that. That would be, the guy would have no respect for me at that point.
Right? So he just said that he would not have respect for the man if she was just, you know, if he was just living off of her income, right? Obviously, it's a bit more, it's very broad. But then they're going to dive into the nuances. And I want you to listen to this daughter, how this daughter is going to say, well, it's not about the money. It's if you love the guy, right? But you're about to see all 3 family members here, the 2 daughters, the ones on the far right and far left, and Michael Franzese himself criticize the fact that, no, you can't be with the man who's not supporting you. Or I think that's what he says. All right, so take a listen, okay?
I'll be honest with you.
So we can all agree to disagree.
If you had to support the guy, what do you need him for?
That's mean. Well, that is mean because you're in.
What,
you don't,
what benefit is he?
You marry the man because he's paying for your life.
No, but
see this daughter right here. She's like, you know, you're marrying the guy because you love the guy, right? It's not just about money. But just listen, just watch how her immediate family members just slap down that idea and immediately just bring in the old school values. Take it.
But how could you love him if he can't support you? Isn't that part of it? Hey, he's a man. He can take care of me.
I think when you are in that position and you are with someone and you realize they can't take you to dinner and they can't do those things for you, your love will somewhat be questioned.
Heck yeah. Sorry. Love is not enough.
Kind of normal feelings.
But you're not just with the man because he's paying for you.
No, but if at the end of the month you can't pay your mortgage
but when
or
you're
your rent,
broke and tired and you have 2 kids and he's broke too, you're like, get out of my face.
I agree, but the
Goodbye.
statement of if he can't pay for you, then what do you need him for? I don't like that statement.
No. Why? If he can't support you, what do you need him for?
But you're also like 22 years old.
Why would you love him if he can't support you?
You see how they're like just like immediately slapping down there? Like, you're 22 years old. Like, if he's broke, what do you need him for? Obviously, I have to say this too, just in case the video goes viral. Remember, okay, Michael Franzese comes from a point in time where this was the way it was seen, right? And of course, I'm not surprised that he's trying to pass on these values to his daughters. Nothing against that. But my point is that men have to contend with ideas like this. And it's not just, you know, the Gen Zer here. I believe this was like 4 years ago. So if she's 22, she's 26 now. So she's definitely a Gen Zer. So if she's thinking this and then her immediate family is just slapping this down, like imagine what this is going to do to the relationship. You know, she's being heavily influenced by her family. Maybe she's resisting the influence, but you know, she's also putting up that wall and has to have this contention with her family. So it only makes sense that a lot of these men are not going to attend these single events if they're not financially ready, you know. So, and that's the majority of men, right? And just remember, guys, like, you know, Michael Franzese, he can hold these opinions. That's fine, you know, it worked for him, and this is what it was like during his time, you know. But now he has to contend with the new ideas that his Gen Z daughter is bringing up, you know. So yeah, I just kind of want to expose you guys to those ideas. You know, you guys let me know what you guys think about that.